For over 15 years, a business executive spent over half of every business day holding conferences, discussing problems such as should we do this or should we do that or should we do nothing at all. Him and his management staff will get tense. They will twist in their chairs, walk the floor, argue, and go around in circles. When night came, they will be utterly exhausted, drained out mentally, longing to sleep. This was going on for 15 years until someone discovered a better way to do it, which eliminated three-fourths of the time spent on worried conferences and three-fourths of their nervous strain, performing wonders for their efficiencies, their health, and their happiness. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not on the branch but on its wings to fly off when the branch breaks. Always believe in yourselves. Welcome to Success Digest, where we analyze and discuss those ingredients needed for your financial independence and enabling you to live a life of abundance and opulence. My name is Kayode Enrighton, the publisher of Success Digest video series and the journals, and the CEO, Kenny's Consult Limited, a financial service firm that is based in London. Today I'm discussing with you on the topic overcoming business challenges. Overcoming business challenges. To overcome is to gain control over an effort. Challenge is a demanding or stimulating situation, a task or situation that tests someone's ability. It is an attempt to win a contest. Your business is your regular occupation, your profession, or your trade. We are in business to make money. Success comes when desires become manifestations. Success is not achieved overnight. It must be cultivated and grow. Even when it comes suddenly, the process that led to it cannot be overnight process. It begins with a thought, followed by plan of action and the execution of the plan leading to the manifestation of the desired result. It is idealization, visualization, then manifestation. From the beginning to the end, challenges await at every stage of the way. Success comes when those challenges on the way are overcome, and that is why a successful man is he who falls 7 times and rises up 8 times. Success, or let me say riches, when they come in huge quantities, are never the result of hard work alone. Riches come, if they come at all, in response to definite demands based upon the application of definite principles, not chances and not luck. An idea is an impulse of thought that impels action by an appeal to the imagination. Before going to overcoming challenges, what are the challenges that must be overcome? The road to success is generally obstructed by many influences which must be removed before the goal can be reached. These are many, but I'm going to discuss those that are more common. And these are: number 1, the technical know-how. This is probably the most crucial and very important of them all. Some say money, but the effect of funds is little when compared with the subsequent devastating effect of lack of knowledge of how to do. When you embark on a project, the ability to perform is more important than the availability of money because £1,000,000 will become 1,000 due to lack of knowledge, while 1,000 will become 1,000,000 when properly, skillfully applied. The second one is lack of fund. Capital is one of the 4 factors of production. The rest 3 are labor, land, and entrepreneurship. These are the resources used to create goods and services. Capital includes machinery, tools, buildings, and money that are used to produce other goods and services. The reward of capital is interest. The third one is labor. This is the human effort, both physical and mental, used in the production process. This includes the skill and quality and the nature of the workforce and the associates. Mentors also fall into this category, and this is the human angle of the detrimental obstacles that must be removed because unfortunate alliance with mind which do not harmonize must be broken. Otherwise, the end is sure to be defeat and failure. The next one is environment. It includes all internal and external factors that impact the project operation, such as customers, competition, economic conditions, technology, information, and market. I'm going to stop here because this is not a discussion on factors of production. As I mentioned earlier, challenges are numerous and specific to the nature of the business. Challenges will surely come. Success is when they are overcome as they show their ugly faces and are not allowed to overwhelm the victim. To overcome is to eliminate, and this involves 4 steps of action, which are: number one, ask yourself, what is the problem? We specialize in reciting all the details of what had gone wrong, ending up with the question, what shall we do? We worried too much on the effect without analyzing the cause. The next one is to know the cause of the problem. Then ask yourself, what's the cause of this problem? Finding out clearly the condition we lay at the root of the problem is the first step into solving it. The third one, follow this with the possible solutions of the problem. Possibly, write them down, all the solutions available to solve the problem. And the fourth one, finally, pick a solution and act on it. People that are close to me know that I will not allow you to boggle me down with chronicles of problem without me asking you on what to do. What do you think you ought to do to solve this problem? This helped me to reduce problem magnetizers coming to me as time wasters, and also help them because they have discovered that in order to answer the above 4 questions, they have to get all the facts and think their problem through. After they have done this, they discover that they do not need to consult me at all because the proper solution, 75% of the cases, had popped out like a piece of bread popping out from an electric toaster. When consultation is necessary, the discussion takes about 1/3 the time formally required because it proceeds along an orderly, logical path to a reasoned conclusion. Much less time is now consumed in worrying and talking about what is wrong. A lot more action is obtained toward making those things right. The things we see are only effects. We need to understand the causes by which these effects were brought into existence, for it is then that we can correct any defects. Purify the source of a stream, and the river becomes pure. We know that every human experience is an effect. Then, if we may ascertain the cause, and if we shall find that this cause is one which we can consciously control, the effect or the experience will be within our control also. Human experience will then no longer be the football of fate, nor a man will not be the child of fortune, but that of destiny. Fate and fortune can now be controlled as readily as a captain controls his ship or an engineer controls his train. The steps analyzed above elevated an insurance practitioner to become one of the top insurance men in America because it not only reduced his business worries but at the same time doubled his income. When he first started, he was filled with boundless enthusiasm and love for his work. Then something happened that he became so discouraged in his work and thought of giving up. He asked himself, what was the problem? And discovered that he was not getting enough returns for the staggering amount of calls he was making. He did well in approaching prospects, but just when the time comes to close a sale, the customer will say, well, I will think it over. Come and see me again. It was the time wasted on the follow-up calls that was causing his depression. He took the third step as analyzed above and asked himself just what are the possible solutions. He got out his record book for the last 1 year and studied the facts. He made an astounding discovery that 75% of his sales have been closed on the very first contact at interview. 23% of his sales have been closed on the second interview, and only 7% have been closed on the third, fourth, and fifth interviews. In other words, he was wasting 1/2 of his working day time on the part of business which was responsible for only 7% of his sales. This solution was obvious. He immediately cut out all visits beyond second interview and spent the extra time building up new prospects. The result was unbelievable. In a very short time, he has doubled the cash value of every visit he made thereon and became one of the best known life insurance salesmen in America. Remember, he was on the point of giving up. He was on the point of admitting failure until analyzing the problem gave him a boost on the road to success. Let me give you the basic techniques in overcoming your challenges, and this is not limited to only business challenges. They are on as any challenges in life. The first one is get the facts. Half the worry in the world is caused by people trying to make decisions before they have sufficient knowledge on which base to base their decision. After carefully weighing all the facts, that's the second one, come to a decision. The third one, once a decision is carefully reached, act. Get busy carrying out your decision and dismiss all anxiety about the outcome. The fourth one, when you are tempted to worry about a challenge, write it down and answer the following question. What's the problem? What's the cause of the problem? What are the possible solutions? And fourth, what is the best solution? And finally, act on it. I'm going to repeat this. Success does not lie in the avoiding challenges. In fact, know it that you cannot avoid them, for they will surely come. Success lies in overcoming your challenges. If you fail to break your worry, habit, it will break you. Do not become a slave to conditions brought about by the challenges you are facing, but be on top of your circumstances brought about by the challenges. Be controlled by your intellect and not by your emotion. As you and I continue our journey of life, we will inevitably meet a lot of unpleasant situations. We have our choice. We can either accept them and adjust ourselves to them, or ruin our lives with worry and end up a nervous breakdown. But we need to realize that acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequences of any misfortune. Circumstances alone do not make us happy or unhappy. It is the way we react to circumstances that determines our feelings. Stress is not in the air, but stress is in the mind of those who breathe in the air. Constraint of time will not permit me to discuss further this important topic with you. Should you be interested in this discussion or any of my previous videos, please feel free to contact us at Kenneth Consult Limited and allow us to discuss with you more enlightenments and ingredients needed for becoming financially independent. We are the financial experts that specializes in financial management. We will invest your fund on financial instruments for you at the stock exchange and manage it for you thereafter. Let us continue to travel together on this journey of success through the path of wisdom. To be informed, to be transformed, and not to be informed is to be deformed. My name still remains Kayode Enrighton, and I can be reached on 07427942000 or 07951775255. Better still, visit our website, kennethconsultlimited.uk. kennethconsultlimited.uk. If you are blessed by this video, please subscribe to it, share and like it. Also, visit our blog on YouTube for more for our videos. Please continue to enjoy your success.
Welcome to Success Digest, where you obtain ingredients for your financial abundance and financial wellness and be fully financially independent. Let us travel together on this our journey of success through the path of wisdom. To be informed is to be transformed. Not to be informed is to be deformed. Success Digest leads you to financial independence.